What's the deal? P-Funk, Deja.
Yo.
It's the open mic show. We're back, finally, right?
It's good. We good.
Yeah.
Fresh meat. We got fresh meat on the table.
Fresh meat. I like that. Not on duty. Yeah. Yo, we got my man JP in the building.
What's up?
Art History
Yes,
is in
sir.
the building.
Art History is in the building.
What's up with you, man?
Chilling, man. Everything's fantastic.
Yeah, took
Yes,
you forever
sir.
to get up here, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna just tell y'all real quick, man, how I met him, man. Like, you know, she always gets upset with me or
He
gets
has a
bothered
story
because
about everybody.
yo,
Personal
I
story.
know a lot of
Oh,
people.
we got
man.
it,
Everybody's
yeah.
friend.
I got history. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, you know, but yo, this guy right here did like my first t-shirt that I ever had for like, you know, for like what Batcave Radio, right?
Absolutely. Back
Yup.
at radio. Yep.
Yep. Shout out to Batcave Radio. It's dead.
Yeah,
but
how long ago
you know,
was this?
yo,
2000.
we're not gonna
Three.
say yeah, no, we're not three. Look, she's making
Yeah.
jokes. Yeah.
Who's counting? Who
Yeah, right.
cares, you know?
Nah, so anyway, right, you know, he made this shirt, right, because I was going through, like, too many people to get, like, different shirts, and I was getting, like, I had ugly T-shirt here, ugly T-shirt there, and so this guy comes down. Actually, how I really found out about him was Gilly. Shout out Gilly the Kid.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Gil kept coming down with these T-shirts, and I was like, yo, dog, where you get these shirts? So he's like, my man. Then next thing you know, he comes down. He's like, yo, I made one up, Funk, already for you. You know what I mean? And after that, you know, it's been history. Then after that, I couldn't catch him no more. He became a superstar. You know what I mean? Blew up. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, every time I call him, he's in Miami. He's in L.A. He's all over. You know what I mean? So I finally got him here. You know what I mean? What's good with you, man?
Everything is good right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Business
what's up.
is great.
Yeah.
Everything is going smoothly. I'm happy.
Yeah, I see that,
Yeah.
man. Yo, though. So I'm not going. You know, keep bantering because you know she'll yell at me about
Right.
bantering. You know,
Yes,
but yeah.
All right, JP.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody your name, JP, what you do.
My name is JP. I'm the owner of Art History.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist that puts my designs on T-shirts. I've been doing it for 14 years. I'm most known for the celebrities that I have done shirts for.
Name some. Name drop a little bit.
Okay, so
Some cool shit. Look at it. Name drop.
yeah. So the first celebrity I ever got a shirt on was the Game in the video Dreams, where he said,
Game,
"Aaliyah had
huh?
a dream,
Yeah.
like I had a dream." I did the shirt he had on in that video. So from there, I did DMX, Cameron, Bun B, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Fat Joe, Keisha Cole. The biggest thing I think I did was, and that everybody knows me for, is I did the hoodie Soulja Boy had on and cranked that.
The Baby Nate.
It was a Superman hoodie.
Okay.
It was custom made, you know what I mean? But like I done Method Man and Redman, and then Philly people from like Gilly the Kid, Tone Trump, Petey Crack. There's tons. I mean, there's like B-list and C-list celebrities that I also
No,
done.
there's nothing wrong with
what's
that.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also been to Europe a couple of times where I've done shirts for like French rappers, German rappers, stuff
Okay.
like that. So yeah.
Yeah. No. Yo. So how long? When did you get started? How'd you get started? Like you know. What I mean?
I got started back in the day when everybody was wearing like 2X, 3X, 4X t-shirts, right? I would customize mine, just write JP and like make my own little logo, and I put them on the left chest of the shirts. And then one day I found out my friend had passed away.
Okay.
So I made one shirt, rest in peace. When I came out with it, all my friends were like, "Where'd you get that shirt from?"
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when I was like, "I made it," they were like, "No, you didn't." So I ended up making shirts for the funeral, and I sold like 20, 30 shirts for the funeral. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'm on to something." I just sold 20, 30 shirts in a day.
Yeah.
So 6
On
months.
a rest in peace.
Yeah, on a rest in peace strength.
Yeah.
Yep. And then 6 months later, I decided to go to Art Institute for fashion design. And in my first semester of art school,
Uh-huh.
I got a job working for Mesquite.
Shout out
Wow.
Mesquite, right?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah,
Mesquite. Listen, yo, what's so funny was I think when I was down at the store, right, we was talking. I was like, yo, because I never knew you worked for Mesquite until you gave me a little bit of history on
Right.
that, and I was like, you know, because I was like, yo, whatever happened to Mesquite? And you was like, yo, it was crazy, you know. And then you went to, you know,
Right. The story behind
yeah,
it and
behind, you
everything.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's just funny how you know that propelled you to do you know the stuff that you're doing now, and you know, and that to me was just like amazing. You know what I mean?
Right.
What does your brand represent? What does Art History represent?
All right, so I came up with the name Art History because when I was working at Mesquite, everybody wanted shirts from me. Family, friends, it's like people just everywhere I went, people were like, yo, I want you to make a shirt. Mesquite was so big, and the fact that I was like, oh, I did the Pink Panther shirt and Beyonce checkerboard in a video.
Oh, nice.
Right? People are like, I want him to make my shirt. I'll pay whatever it costs, blah, blah. But I was actually making like onesies for newborn babies, but then like my grandma rock shirts that I rock. So I was like, yo, when I came up with the name Art History, I could put anything on a shirt and sell it to anybody, regardless your name, age, where you're from, your, you know, whatever. So like what type of music you listen to, because I know a lot of people affiliate me with hip hop just because like I've done so much hip hop stuff. But in reality, I've done every type of genre of person has got a shirt off me.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yo,
I heard him say German and
no,
Yeah,
but I mean, you know,
rappers.
like, see, you gotta remember, right? But you know, like, cause I've only seen him, you know, with
from the hip hop.
yeah, like you know what I mean, like you know, cause he'll come down to the studio and he'd be like, you know, yo, every rapper run up on him like, yo, you got me a shirt, can you do this for me? And so it's all in everybody video, but you know, I never
But
knew.
literally, there's all these different backgrounds of people that I've made shirts from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
What sets your brand aside from everybody else's brand? Philly is like the home of T-shirts everywhere. Everybody got their T-shirt line. What sets Art History aside from?
All right, you got one of mine on.
Yes, and I really like it.
It's a cool shirt.
Exactly.
Like, I
Right,
can't even
right,
front.
right. So like the thing is, my customers, because I have a store in the Northeast Philly, and
Where at? Let them know.
7045 Frankfurt Ave.
Okay.
I've been there for 6.5 years, right? And I want to say so many of my customers come in and say, every time I wear your shirts, people are stopping me, be like, where you get that shirt from? So I know that I have something, you know? And then, you know, me being inside the box, I make the shirts. So I'm like, I make the best shirts ever, you know? Like, because in my heart, I know what I
You gotta believe in yourself.
right. The thing is, 10 years ago when I did the game Video Dreams,
Yeah.
I know what I was capable of back then, but I'm so much better now because literally I go to work every day and worked on my craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people come in every day and say, yo, I'm getting compliments on the shirts and the designs I come up with and the quality, it's like I know that even though that there's a million brands in Philly, you could just tell Art History shirt.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with some of the designs that you know, like,
It's
are they
literally-
originals? Are they like,
They're
it's just,
all originals.
Okay.
They're all from me. Like the thing is, like I don't have no ghostwriters. but yeah. So I design, and what I do is I've actually have so many designs in the tuck right now that I have saved on like hard drives and stuff like that, to where God forbid anything happened to me, my family's just still gonna be putting out shirts for a long time.
Now I see like some of your shirts, right? Like, you know, they are like some of the ideas, like, you know, like I seen when I was in your store, it had the eagle, like you had the Philadelphia
Yeah,
Eagle,
the
but
bleed green.
like the bleed green and stuff like
Yeah,
that, you know, and you know, like nobody, you know, Philadelphia Eagles don't come after you about that, nothing like that.
But the thing is, the bleed green shirt that you see,
Yeah.
doesn't say Philadelphia Eagles,
Okay.
and it doesn't have their logo on it.
Okay.
It's my interpretation of it.
Mhm.
So it's like growing up, Randall Cunningham was like
Yeah.
that dude in my eyes. So it's like I basically made a shirt inspired by Randall Cunningham that says bleed green.
Yeah.
So now that the Eagles are like winning, their shirt is
yeah.
their shirt is winning
listen,
too.
Listen,
bet.
it's only
Yeah.
one, they're only 1-0, dude. Like, yeah, really, like I don't know about winning. They
Yeah.
they're 1-0. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
so
they
the
won
Gi-
a game.
You're just
Yeah.
hyped because the Giants are winning.
Yeah, listen, you know, listen. I don't want to talk about winning. You know what I mean? You know, but again, I just want to, you know, it's just.
So like a lot of the times that I design, it's just basically my beliefs, my life, my history, what I see, what I hear, stuff like that. And like throughout the day, from like having conversations with people, seeing what I see, hearing what I hear, I text myself ideas. So actually when I had the time to sit down and actually make these ideas come to life, that's how I come up with them.
Okay. I seen somebody, I remember one time I'm on your page, right? And all of a sudden you posted something about, yo, if it doesn't have a tag at the bottom, this is not an official
Oh yeah,
art
the tag
history.
is official.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
official.
Like the tag on this.
Yo,
product.
listen,
That's
no,
good.
listen, but it's so funny, right? I'm looking at his post, and all of a sudden, it's just a big post, and he says, yo, if it doesn't have the art history tag on the side, you know what I mean? It's not official. There's fakes running around. I said, damn.
So like,
How people rip you off?
absolutely.
Wow.
The thing is, when you hot, you have to expect it. And before I used to get so mad, but then you know everybody's like, "Oh, imitation is the biggest
Yeah.
form of flattery." You know, in my heart, I don't respect it. In my brain, I get it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? In my
Yeah.
brain, I'm like, okay, they're copying because it's hot. But in my heart, I'm like, oh, man. You know, like, because you put so much blood, sweat, and tears into what you do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, for sure. I get
But in
that.
2016, it seems like copying,
Mm-hmm.
people don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm an 80s baby. So, like, growing up, if you, like, copied somebody's music or if you copied their art, blah, blah, you were, like, not respected
Mm-hmm.
because you're copying.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? 2016, I feel like people just take the easy route.
Mm.
Like, it's
And
It's
like,
just easier.
okay, yeah, no
Yeah,
problem,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
As long as I can get it.
right. But, like, I respect it if you copy, but make it better.
Yeah.
But if you just copying, like,
Speaking of your page, I was on your page, and you have a fall line coming up. What's up with that? What can we expect from your fall line?
yeah, so a lot of the fall stuff I put out are one of a kind pieces.
Okay.
So what I do is I make one thing at a time, which is just a one of a kind. One of one. There's none before it. There's none after it. So I posted up that day.
I know I was mad about that. He had a T-shirt on there that I really wanted. He's like, "Yo, Funk, that was last week.
Yeah.
I don't have that no more." I was
And
like,
I like doing that because it's the exclusivity that comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
I
To
like
have so like when people are wearing it and people are like, "Yo, where you get that shirt from?" They're like, "I'm the only one with it."
That's popping.
Right.
Everybody like to be exclusive. That's cool.
Exactly.
"Yo, I seen when I went to your store, I seen a shirt you had that it reminded me of like Mike Tyson, and then I think you told the story,
Yeah.
man, about
So I did a shirt that it was kind of like Mickey Mouse as Mike Tyson, and it says Iron Mick instead of
Mhm.
Iron Mike. So on Instagram, there's a Mike Tyson fan page that hit me up, was like, "Yo, that shirt's so dope." So I'm like, "Yo, will you promote it for me?"
Mm.
And they promoted it for me, and we ended up getting orders all over Europe. First order came in from Rome, Italy,
Mhm.
Switzerland, Sweden, United Kingdom.
Wow.
And
Damn.
I mean, we were doing numbers that day
Yeah.
off that shirt. But like I said, that shirt was also like a limited edition, special edition. So like,
Did he reach out to you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's dope. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
I can't leave here. Well, I can't let you leave here without addressing his sleeve over here. His tattoos.
Oh,
His
yeah.
tattoos are really dope. You
Yeah.
gotta explain like what's up with that.
Okay. So when I was 18, I went to Egypt,
Okay.
and it was the first place I ever went to.
Really?
So being a kid from Philly, like I'm a street dude from Philly, right? And the first place I went to was Egypt. One of my best friends at the time was Egyptian. When he turned 18, his family let him go over there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So me and him, as 18-year-old kids, went over to Egypt together.
I bet that was
Oh,
an
man.
experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What you got on? Let the
So
people know. Give them a little visual.
yeah, so like the tattoo sleeve I have has all Egyptian gods on it. It has King Tut, and it has the Sphinx on it and stuff like that. That trip just changed my life because being a kid from Philly's all I knew.
Mm.
When I went out to Egypt, it just broadened my horizons and like made me look at life different. You know what I'm saying? So how many people could say that they went to Egypt?
Right. I
Yeah.
can't.
How many people say
I
that
definitely
they,
can't. You know what I mean?
You know what I
Like,
mean?
yeah.
So like, by having the tattoo sleeve,
Mhm.
people ask me about it all the time. It's a great conversation piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so you got any designs that was really too controversial? Like, yo, it's like, yo,
Absolutely.
I did it, but then it's like, damn, I got in trouble for this
Yeah,
one. But
yeah.
you know what I mean? It is what it is.
So back in March, I put out a Somerset T-shirt,
Okay.
and if you're in Philly and you know about Somerset, you know what it's about.
Mhm.
So the Somerset shirt basically had the S in the word Somerset as the SEPTA logo, and the T was a needle.
Mhm.
And when I posted it up on social media, it went viral.
Uh-huh.
So I posted it up on a Tuesday, and by Monday morning, SEPTA served me papers saying that
Damn.
so many people have reported the shirt for negative content that it got taken down. But I felt
What
like
was so negative about it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I seen a T-shirt, you know, it just, you know,
With the needle.
yeah, no, it was a needle on it, but you know, it didn't seem like it was like negative from what, you know, how I took it, but you know, I was wondering what, you know.
so basically, as an artist,
Mm.
you want to emote some type of emotion from people when they see your artwork.
Yeah.
So right, like say I do some artwork and people just look at it and say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like,
I didn't do
okay.
my job. So it's like when you see the shirt and it either makes you mad, happy, makes you laugh, you love it, you hate it, blah blah. I'm like, all right, I did my job.
Mm-hmm.
They get some type of feeling from it, emotion from it. So like when people seen it, some people hated it, some people loved it. I got a lot of hate mail, but people loved it at the same time because if you're born and raised in Philadelphia, you know that Somerset is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt doesn't promote doing drugs or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like from Philly, I hear a lot of people's stories about Somerset.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, like I said, I design from what I hear, what I see, blah, blah. So when I put the design together, I said, listen, I know that this design's so controversial. I have to put it out.
Yeah.
And once I did, it worked because even though that some of the attention was negative, people were still promoting it. And what it made them look at was like, all right, who's making this Somerset shirt? Oh, Art History? Let me check out what else they got. And before
sure
you
enough,
know it, business coming through the door.
Nice.
Buying those damn T-shirts, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, that's what it's all about.
Right.
So what's next for JP and Art History?
Oh, when I worked for Mesquite, basically what we talked about in the beginning is all the different celebrities. I've been to Europe 5 times. The last thing I did for Soulja Boy was the hoodie and Crank That.
Mm-hmm.
After that, when Soulja Boy hit me up, he said, I'm going to be on the front cover of The Source. I need something hot. So even though I did all these big things working for Mesquite, I still lived at home with my mom, and I still took the train everywhere. So like when Soulja Boy hit me up, was like, I want to be on the front cover of The Source, I sent him Art History stuff. I said, do you mind if I send you my own thing?
Yeah.
He said, absolutely. As long as it's hot, I'll rock it. So he wore Art History on the front cover of The Source. Basically, that became the start of Art History. From that, he wore it in She Got a Dunk video.
Mm-hmm.
Turn My Swag On, Kiss Me Through the Phone, blah, blah. But at Mesquite, I was a really good worker. But when I started Art History, I was a terrible boss. But
why you think you was a terrible boss? Too nice? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Because usually, no, because you know what? Because the best boss is like the meanest boss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, if you got,
so like
you got to be an asshole to be like the best fucking boss.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like I've owned the company for a couple of years. I had my store for 6.5 years. And what I realized is like, you ever have a boss that's like older, 50, 60 years old, and you be like, oh man, that guy's a,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I understand why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even though that I started my company at 22 years old.
Okay.
I'm a little older now. I learned my lesson. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that I will go past what I accomplished at Mesquite. At Mesquite, I made them so much money. You know what I'm saying? But everywhere I went, I was introducing myself. Hi, I'm Jay. I work for Mesquite. Now I'm introducing people. Hi, I'm the owner of Art History. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I make my own money now. And I believe that if Art History doesn't go worldwide, it's gonna go nationwide pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how can the people get to you? Where
All
can
the
they get
social
at? You know what I mean?
At
Yeah.
Art History 101 on social media. My store is at 7045 Frankfurt Ave in Northeast Philly, and my website is www.realarthistory.com to purchase a shirt.
Yeah. Listen, you definitely
Go cop the shirts.
Yo, look,
They
she's
hot.
wearing
I
it.
got
Look,
one
look.
on. It's hot.
Yo, she was gonna kill me if I ain't come back with that shirt. I went to the store. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
listen, my co-host, look. She said she
Definitely.
wanted this. Yo, and if I don't come back with this, yo, she's gonna
And he
fucking
brought it back.
Yeah,
I
I brought it
appreciate
back.
it.
That
Appreciate
and a
you.
couple other pieces. So.
Are you hooked now?
I could a little more. Nobody have enough shirts, but
See,
that's cool.
look, next time, know what you need to tell her? Look, tell her to come down to the
Just-
store. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Then pick out her stuff.
Absolutely.
Somebody didn't want to come. I'm not going, I'm not going to put them out there. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
yo, again, man, we appreciate you stopping through, man,
For
coming up
sure.
here,
Thank
showing
you.
us some
Yeah,
love,
no
man.
problem.
You know what I
Thank
mean? You're always welcome to come up here, man.
Yep.
And we definitely gonna rock the shirt. I would have rocked it. I'm not gonna front. I would have rocked it, but it was my fault.
You had one on yesterday.
I did. Yo,
Exactly.
but-
You wore all of them already. You
Actually,
wore 'em
I
already. They
didn't.
are
No,
probably
listen.
dirty now.
First of all, if you check my page, I've worn only like 2. One was in South Carolina, which somebody stopped me and asked me about. So I was like, I was thrown off with that one. But
That's why I try to tell you, my customers get stopped all the time where you get the shirt.
and I was at Myrtle Beach. I was like, yo, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely,
But also, Funk, you gotta let them know. There's been shirts I made you 4 or 5 years ago that they're still in good shape.
Yeah, right. Yo, I do. I
quality.
still wear the 4th of July one. Well, actually, I used to until somebody washed it and then shrunk it down. So now it's like a belly shirt, so I can't wear it no more. But you know what I mean? Definitely got stopped through to his store. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
yeah.
Art history, y'all. Check it out.
Art history. Yo, appreciate you coming through, showing us some love. Again, man, you're welcome to come up anytime. You know what I mean? My man JP in the building. Art history. Actually, we need you to do some shirts for the station. We're gonna talk about that, off the camera. You know what I mean? We gotta talk about that business. You know what I mean? But it's the open mic show. Deja, P Funk, Justin. He's around here someplace. I don't know, but he'll
Shout
be
out
here.
to Just Blaze.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Shout out to Jade. She don't want to be on the camera, but shout out Jade. She's in the building in here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Open mic. BoomPhilly.com.